Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Where are we going next? Today, we're here in Cancun, Mexico. We're going to be touring around the RIU Palace Peninsula. So let's head inside and check out what's offered here. Alright, so I'm just heading inside here through the doorway here, and this is the lobby area here. The front desk is located conveniently right here, and then this is the lobby. And I'll do a little wayfinding for you too, so when you come in, you know kind of where to go. So just beside the lobby here will be the first set of elevators, the spa and the gym down here. All the way down this hallway here is going to lead to the sports bar, the theater, and the walkway down to the pools. Just back in the back area of the lobby is where the lobby bar and the cappuccino bar, where the pastries and coffee are. Down the hallway over here is going to be where your restaurants are located and the main buffet. And then finally, just down this hallway right here is where the elevators to the right side tower are going to be located. And then just over here is the first a la carte restaurant, which is where we're going to go take a look at just first, and that's the Italian restaurant. So as you come in, as you can see, there's lots of really cool seating here in this lobby here. And if we turn over this way, this is going to be Venezia, and Venezia is the Italian restaurant. If we look over here, this is where the elevators are located. So we'll turn over this way. Again, I'm just going to point out that there's more elevators located over here in the lobby, and then there's the spa and gym. So here is Renova Spa, and then before we head in there, I just want to show you one thing. If we turn this way, there's a little doorway here that connects you to the other hallway that leads to the sports bar and the theater. So there's like a nice little through lane here to get to the elevators a little quicker. So this is Renova Spa. You can get some different treatments like manicures, pedicures, massages, facials. And then the gym here, which is located just at the end of the spa, is open from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what it looks like in here. It's not a really big gym, but there are some different things that you could do your workouts in here. There's even a little space here that you can grab some dumbbells and do some exercises there. So as we head back in the lobby and heading this way, this is going to be the hallway to the sports bar and theater. But before we go there, we'll take a look at the lobby bar. So this one is Kabanga. It's a nice place to hang out in the evening time here before some of the shows start. So we're gonna head around the other side of Kabanga, and that's going to be the Cappuccino. Cappuccino is the coffee bar, and it's a place you can get some pick-me-ups and some different pastries here that are offered in these little cabinets. And there's even some sandwiches and yogurts and stuff in this little case just right here too. And then as you can see, there's lots of different seating here as well. All right, so just at the back of the lobby, Cappuccino and Kabanga are behind me. So we'll head down this way. I will point out there's also a small jewelry shop right here. And if we head down this way, just before we look at the restaurants, I'll point out here that there's a pathway that leads out to the pool area and beach area. So turning around again, we've got our our second a la carte restaurant. The first was the Italian. This is Cristal, the fusion restaurant, or the gourmet restaurant. So the next restaurant is Tamales, and Tamales is the Mexican restaurant. There is one last a la carte restaurant here down this hallway, and it's Kabuki. Kabuki is the Japanese restaurant. So in this sliding door here, this is going to be Las Olas. So as we walk along, this is the entrance for Las Olas. So this is the main buffet for breakfast and dinner time, which is through here. We did full buffet tours here for Las Olas for breakfast and dinner, and you can find those on our channel. And then this is Isla Mujeres. Over here, Isla Mujeres is where they serve the lunch offered here at the hotel. So the Las Olas is for breakfast and dinner, and then Isla Mujeres is for lunchtime. It's actually pretty convenient too, because the pools are just over here, and there's a walkway that comes all the way up to the stairs here. Also, something to mention too is this turns into a steakhouse in the evening. So Isla Mujeres is a steakhouse, a la carte restaurant. All right, so we're back in the lobby here. We just came from the hallway just down there. We're gonna turn around this way, and this is gonna lead us to the hallway that's gonna lead us to the sports bar. We'll point out some of the things that are offered. So there's Pier 27 Beach Life. So there's different sunglasses and flip-flops, t-shirts, beach bags, all kinds of things like that. If we look over down this hallway, there is washrooms. There's an accessibility washroom here, and then male and female. And this is the door here that I pointed out that came from Renova Spa and the elevators that we were at earlier on in the tour. So if we turn over this way, there's some seating areas of just here. And if we look over this way to the right, this is going to be the pathway that leads down to the beach and the pools. So we're gonna head this way, This is going to lead us to the sports bar, which is right here. And then La Latina, which is the theater, which we're going to go down and check out in just a second. Alright, so here in the sports bar you can see there's some lots of different seating and TVs and memorabilia on the wall you can check out. There's some 24-hour offerings here, so we've got some hot dogs and nachos and cheese, some buns, and then some vegetables and sandwiches. And then also there's a big bar here in the middle, and they've got some more TVs at the top here to check out. They've even got some little pastries here, similar to what we saw in the cappuccino pastry counter. And then also there's a small business center over here too that you can access the internet. So coming out of the sports bar and then turning to the left here, this is going to lead to La Latina. And La Latina is the theater area. This is the first bar here at La Latina. This is much busier and a lot of energy in the evening time. And if we turn over this way, this is the first theater. So this is where some live entertainment is going to be. So usually they have like a live band up here on this stage. And then once the live band is done, they usually have like a themed show, and that's inside here. You can see there's even more seats scattered throughout here. And then the main stage is just up here. Alright, so from the theater area here, we're going to continue walking down this way. This is going to lead us to the second bar located in the theater area called La Plaza, or La Plaza. So one more thing to point out before we go check out some of the pool areas is this is the Culinarium restaurant. So this is a restaurant that's offered for, I think this is the adults only restaurant. So this block of hotels just in here, this is the adults only area, and they have an exclusive a la carte restaurant called Culinarium. So if we look over this way, just from the sports bar there was a walkway that led down to the pools. That's this walkway right here. And just down below here, this is RIU Land. So this is where there's like a little daycare for your little ones. So continuing along here, we're going to go into the pool area here and check out things. And pretty much like any room you get, the higher the better, obviously. Any view you get here from these rooms are going to be an ocean view room. If you wanted to see our view from our room, you can take a look at our room tour video. And we were on the 15th floor for that one. But I'll put a clip in here to show you what that looks like. So heading into the pool area here, there are some fountains scattered around the garden. They aren't pools, so don't confuse those for small little splash pools. There's a Scuba Caribe diving center here. You can book some excursions here. Just to the right side, this is the pool towel hut where you can pick up pool towels. And then I'll do some wayfinding right here. So this is like an accessible entrance to the pool here. So there's like a long ramp going in, very shallow, and there's a hand railing there. So if you have any accessibility needs, this will be a good spot to come in and head into the pool and out of the pool. So there's one pool here. If we look over this way, this is the bar Trinidad, which is the swim-up bar, which we'll get a closer look at in just a second. So RIU Fit is just over here. It's where you can do some working out. There's another activity pool just here. More of an infinity pool just over there, which we'll look at. And then finally the beach area and the last bar just hiding through there. So we'll go look at all those things a little closer as we move along here. So walking along here, I just want to walk down this pathway here. This is going to lead us to our previous staircase that we said led up into the Isla Mujeres and Las Olas. This is the staircase that led up into Las Olas that we pointed out earlier. Just beside that there's RIU Art. And then we're going to head back to the pool area over here. Alright, so we're back on the pool deck here. We'll take a closer look at some of these pools and the bars here offered. So this bar here, this swim-up bar, is it's called Trinidad, and its sister bar, just on the other side of the resort, is called Tobago. So I like that, Trinidad and Tobago. And then as we come around this way, this is going to be the walk-up area to the Trinidad bar. And there's some seating area here too. So over this way, I'm going to show you one of the beaches over here. This isn't the most common beach over here just because of some of the rocky surfaces, but there is some really good swimming and sand in the beach. So as you can see just here, there's lots of opportunity to sit here, grab a lounge chair, you're close to the bar, and really good swimming here too. So we're going to head back to the pool area, continue through, and I'll show you another spot that you can swim at as well. Alright, so back in the pool deck here, this is RIU Fit, the area right here. And then just over here, this is a small snack bar that opens up at lunchtime for pool guests. They serve hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries, nachos, and some pico de gallo, things like that. As we come through the activity pool just over here, and we head over to the infinity pool just over here. And then again, there is another walkway over to the beach just here to lead to the beach that we just looked at. And if we look over this way, this pathway kind of connects everything together from where we started. And then this is the infinity pool right here. All right, so we're up on the pathway now, heading towards the beach. The pools and everything that we just toured is to the right here beside me. And then just beside me to the left here is the beach volleyball court. In this little area right here, as you can see, some guests enjoying the hammocks. And then as you look through here, this is going to be the other bar that's located on the beach. I'm not going to go over there. It looks very similar to the other bar, but that's Tobago. But something to mention is there are washrooms over there as well. There are some RIU employees that will come around and take your drink orders here on the beach as well. So the sand here in Cancun is that powdery, kind of powdered sugar white sand. It's beautiful here. And the water today is nice and crystal clear, as we saw earlier. So just panning back over this way, this is RIU Caribe. So you do have access to go over there as well if you wanted to get a bit of a change of pace. And we did a full hotel tour of this hotel too if you wanted to check out that on our channel as well. And with that, we're gonna end the video here. So this is a beautiful resort. We've been here 2 times now, and the beach is always pretty awesome. And usually when there's high seaweed, they don't really get a lot in this area. And one thing we really love about this hotel is the views from almost all of the rooms are like an amazing ocean view. So put all that together and you got a really good package here to make sure you have an awesome time here in Mexico. So with that, we'll end the video here. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to find out where we're going next.